We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. A Memorial Day get-together for you here at the ballpark between the Atlanta Braves and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Andrew Heaney, a left-hander out of Oklahoma, will be on the mound. Harold, what do you got?
Well, Matt, last outing, solid outing. Gave him 6 full innings, but he took the loss. But if you give this club that kind of a quality outing, a lot of times you're going to walk away with a W. If he does that again this game, I think he's got a chance to win.
Here's Ender Inciarte. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Center fielder, number 11, Ender Inciarte.
Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. So it's a solo shot on the very first pitch of the ball game. 12 home runs for him now thus far. As the Braves get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Talk about starting the game off fast. We couldn't even get the lineups up yet. He's already homered on the first pitch. There could be fireworks today.
Batting second.
In now, Jace Peterson.
Jace Peterson.
Hits sharply toward the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, Matt, he jumped on that first pitch after the home run. It's a line drive for a base hit. I was always a little reluctant to get in the box after you get a home run, thinking he might dust me right here.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting. First pitch on its way. Line toward the gap in left center. And Freeman's aboard. It's a base hit. Peterson is on his way home. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third. And as you see right there, this streak will continue as he inches forward up the all-time list.
Man, not inching. He is knocking his way through the door. You start getting into the 30s, next thing you know, you're really starting to chase history.
Standing in, Tyler Flowers. He currently sits 7th in the National League in runs batted in, so a good guy to have at the plate in this situation. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Trout looks up and off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. Number 17 for him on the season. And the Braves add on. It's 4-0.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
Batting fifth.
Here's Emilio Bonifacio now. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And Harold, this Angels ball club entering play here tonight. It was another loss for him last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Matt, every team goes through this in the course of a season. They lost their last game. They've been losing a lot lately. The battle.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap, but it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Well, this doesn't have the makings of a start he's going to be proud of, does it? He's getting
Sean
absolutely pounded here in
Rodriguez.
the first inning, and I would think they're not going to let this go on for much longer.
Stepping in now, Sean Rodriguez. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Trout racing back. He leaps, but he can't make the play, and it bangs off the wall. Bonifacio rounds third and is digging for the plate, and not in time as the run scores.
Well, show track will demonstrate here. The result of that play may have been much
Batting
different
seven.
if not for the great speed. He was pumping his arms, chugging the legs the whole way, and made it just in time to score the run.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. Line towards center field. Trout is right there, one down. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. What do you think they need to do to keep this winning streak rolling, Harold?
Matt, this lineup has been on fire. Everybody's hitting from top to bottom. I don't know how you get them out right now. If you roll the ball up there, they'll probably golf it out of the ballpark. They've been that hot.
Now at the plate, Kurt Suzuki. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And no chance there for Escobar. It's a base hit.
Another first pitch hit. Man, they're going up there aggressive, looking for that first pitch fastball. He's struggling right now, and they are feasting.
Into the box, Ronier Mustelier. He swings and lines it to left. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Taking another look at it, the
Now
ball
batting,
has some topspin on it,
center
but
fielder,
he's on the
Ender
full run and
Inciarte.
dives to make the catch. Nice defensive play right there.
Standing in now, Ender Inciarte. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout on the run, and the inning is over. All in all, 10 men come to the plate and 5 score. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Braves 5 and the Halos coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Julio Teheran will be on the mound for the series opener. Harold, any thoughts?
Matt, he's coming off a great outing in my mind. I mean, he pitched into the 9th inning. He got the win for his team. He's a guy that's durable and is able to go deep in games. Hopefully we'll see that again from him today.
Here's Ben Revere, and he really thrives
And
in the
leading
batter's
off with a
box
halo.
here at home. Something to keep
Left
an eye
fielder.
on in this one.
And Revere.
There's a fastball right over the inside corner. These Braves, as they take the field here tonight, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Well, Matt, they're playing good ball. If you look at the standings, they got a nice, comfortable lead, but comfortable can be trouble. You got to stay focused, keep your foot on the pedal, and just continue to put that opponent away because this little lead can dwindle quick.
Here it comes on 0-2. And a wide one here for ball 1. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a little blooper to center. Inciarte moving in. And that's the first out of the inning. Well, here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. HR, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Well, clearly it didn't start the way they wanted it to. They're already down a bunch of runs, but what do? You play the same game. Try to manufacture, score runs. Let's try to win this inning. The next inning, chip away at that lead until you get right back in the game.
Here's the shortstop, Yunel Escobar, currently with the third best home run total on the ball club. Into the windup and the pitch. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Matt, Jansen's going to remind you of those Brave games we used to watch with Maddox and Glavine and Smoltz were pitching, because he's got a wide zone. He's going to take us back to the 90s calling balls off the plate.
Slow roller back to the mound. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
Batting third, center fielder, Mike.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. Tehran's ready. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
See what happens when you work fast, you stay aggressive, and you come right after guys? Man, you get great results. 2 quick outs, and now he's 0-2 on this hitter.
Here it comes, 0-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Now that's a slider that's pretty easy to recognize. Started on the outside, you know it's going to continue to run off the plate. But one that's difficult is that one that starts in at you and still breaks over the plate.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 2 out, nobody on. Pops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. Peterson ranging into shallow right, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Angels are gone in order. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jace Peterson. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
Peterson.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hard hit ball to second. Espinosa's there. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
All right.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A solo home run off the bat of Freddie Freeman. Home run number 54 thus far. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. Into the box now, Tyler Flowers.
As he lines it out to center.
And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Well, back-to-back line drives. They're hitting the ball hard. I'll tell you what, this is a little gut check right now for the pitcher.
Emilio Bonifacio.
Stepping in now, Emilio Bonifacio.
He swings and sends a bullet to right field.
Calhoun. Is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder.
Striding in once again, Sean Rodriguez. He singled his last time up. And here's another ball well hit. This one to left field. The onslaught will continue as this is going to be another home run. So a two-run homer down the line in left. 7 home runs for him on the year now as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
No doubt an impressive home run, so we'll employ show track for a more in-depth look. 112 miles an hour was the exit velocity off the bat, so it's no wonder why it ended up having the impressive distance that it did.
Now here comes Angels manager Mike Scioscia on his way to the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Probably wishes he could have gone a little longer, but the move's already been made and he's off to the showers. Nick Tropiano is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway.
The batter, number 7, shortstop.
Into the box, Dansby Swanson. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So a 2-out knock, and we'll go a little deeper into the top of the second.
Great job of hitting. So many people think you get a first pitch
for
fastball,
Atlanta.
you have to pull it.
Catcher.
No, a great swing is hitting the
Suzuki.
ball back up the middle.
In now, Kurt Suzuki.
As he swings and grounds it toward the hole.
And a reach there by Escobar, but it's by him, a base hit.
He just ambushed him right here. First pitch fastball, he was looking for it,
Now
and
batting.
boom, base
Left
hit.
fielder, Rodier Mustelier.
Standing in now, Rodier Mustelier.
As he hits one on a line to left field.
And that's in there, base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Comes to the plate with the runner in scoring position. He swung at that first
Now
pitch
batting.
early, kind of ambushed him. I don't think the pitcher
Enter
expected him to swing at that first
Inciarte.
pitch.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. Suzuki rounds the corner and is headed home.
Well, that's a perfect example of taking a ball inside out. You know, you hear that terminology, stay inside the
Second
ball.
baseman.
Right there, he took the
James
ball inside and
Peterson.
shot it the other way for the base hit.
Into the box now, Jace Peterson. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. 4th home run for him on the season as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, that was quick. He didn't waste any time. Bases are loaded, swings at the first pitch, and boom, grand slam on the first pitch. That's being aggressive and having it pay off.
Now batting.
Into the box, Freddie
baseman.
Freeman.
Freddie Freeman.
Swing and a line drive. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there.
Boy, they have just not pitched well at all in this game. I mean, anytime you give up double ditches, the pitching coach starts looking over his shoulders like, hey, ain't my fault.
He pulls this one into right, so he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. So the 2-out base hit on the top of the inning is still alive. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. Big inning for him, though, as they bat around and score 8 times to open up this lead even further. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Braves lead it 13-0. Here's Albert now. He
And
leads off
leading
this
off for the
half inning in
Halo.
what they hope will be a rebuttal to
baseman,
all those runs they
Albert.
just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Tell you what, having a big lead early, sometimes that's not always the best thing. But I think what you got to do is still focus on 1 at bat, 1 pitch at a time, and not allow a big inning coming at you.
And Albert swings and misses. Good rip at the fastball, but it's 0-2. And now a pitch on the way. Drilled to first. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit. And he will get there as the Angels are in business with a leadoff double.
Wow, he must be living right because he gets absolutely
Right
jammed.
fielder.
Thought we were going to see the bat splintered, but instead he muscles the ball to right for a double. Might get some heckles from his teammates, but no doubt he'll take it.
Now a look and a throw back to second. Runners back. And he'll turn and throw back to second again, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And now he'll go back to second another time here. And yet another throw back to second. And he'll get back in standing. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. No one out with a runner at second. Another one sent foul.
He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Tried to get him out front, but it's a ball 1-2.
That's a good but risky take there on 0-2. Some umpires have no problem ringing you up on a pitch that close.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
All right, here's how the Braves line up defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And in the outfield, Ender Inciarte. I love how this guy can go get the ball. He seems to have a real good knowledge, and one thing I've watched a lot, he'll cut the ball off and get it back in, keep that double play in order. Very valuable player.
Striding into the box, C.J. Cron, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. Right over the middle, knee high. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Digging in the switch hitter, Danny Espinoza. He brings a rather ugly .230s batting average into this one. He'll start him with a breaking ball, too low that time. It's ball 1. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Here it comes on 1-1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Angels leave 1, still looking up at a 13-0 score. Ready for another shot now. Tyler Flowers.
Leading off for
He'll
Atlanta,
stand in to open things up here in the third.
Tyler Flowers.
Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Emilio Bonifacio.
The pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Played on the backhand. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out.
The right fielder, number 50, Sean.
Looking for more, Sean Rodriguez. Start in this one. Now a swing and a ground ball for Escobar at shortstop. Throw on to first, a 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3, but they hold a commanding 13-0 lead. And that'll bring up Carlos Perez, hitting just a bit over the Mendoza line on the year.
Perez.
And he starts him out with one high and tight, ball one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race.
Third baseman, Caleb Covart.
Here's Caleb Cowart. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Matt, this guy's so hot. Even though he's 0-2, he probably still feels like I'm in the driver's seat. He's going that good.
Drilled down the line. The 0-2 once more. Just got a piece up the line. And he'll smartly just ensure that this stays a foul ball. Here's another 0-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he finds himself in a flat-footed tie for the National League lead in that category. Here's Ben Revere. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And that misses inside 1-0.
Pretty good pitch. And great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
The difference maker in this outing than others is the two-seamer. He's doing whatever he wants to do with that ball. It's moving all over the place.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Angels go down 1-2-3. Still looking up at a 13-0 score. Matt Vasgersian, Harold Reynolds, and Dan Plesac, the former #1 overall pick. Dan Dansby Swanson is the first to bat in the inning. Lifted into center field. On the move is Trout. And that's the first out of the inning.
Hey, this guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
At the plate, Kurt Suzuki. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Trout going back on it. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Up next for Atlanta.
Digging in once again, Ranier Mustelier. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Lined hard toward right center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. And he'll scramble back to first safely.
Well, that one right there, he let the ball travel. It got back in on him, but it didn't beat him. He was strong enough to shoot it the other way. Stayed inside the ball for the base hit.
Here's Ender Inciarte. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Trout has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Braves retired on just 4 pitches, but they hold a commanding 13-0 lead. Here's the shortstop, Yunel Escobar. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The shortstop, Yunel Escobar.
Infield swung around a bit to the right. Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Oh and 1. Here it comes. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout.
Oh, that was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Another 0-2 home. Hit to short.
Swanson brings it in.
Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
Hey, not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
On the ground up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
You know, it's not often a guy sits in a count 0-2 and gets a base hit, and the pitcher still feels like 0-2, I got to battle. But that was the case here as he battled back and got a hit down 0-2.
Here's Albert now, and this is off the glove of Suzuki as it bounces away. And he'll make it in easily at second, as I'd imagine that'll be scored a passed ball. Now the 0-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. There's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. Again, he sends it out of play. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. Peterson backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Ready for another chance. Cole Calhoun. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Weak roller right side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We played 4 full. Brave. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. For Espinoza, the second baseman. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Well executed 2-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Stepping up now, Freddie Freeman. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. Line to the right side, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, designated hitter, Tyler Flowers.
Into the box now, Tyler Flowers. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First delivery to him on the way. And a 2-seam fastball there, but this is chopped fouled at the plate for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hard liner toward short. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. Another look as he goes way up to get that one at short. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Here's C.J. Cron now. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. So coming to the plate, Danny Espinosa. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. The windup and the 0-1. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
This is the time in the game you start thinking, hey, they might get better swings. Then you see a swing like that. Boy, he's still got it working.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now. Just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Digging in, Carlos Perez comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Angels are gone in order. Still looking up at a 13-0 score. Here's Emilio Bonifacio now. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
Emilio Bonifacio.
First pitch of the at-bat. Slapped hard the opposite way. And he will run this one down. Moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
In now, Sean Rodriguez. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Revere going back on it. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Dansby.
Stepping up now, Dansby Swanson. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit sharply toward the right side. Calhoun is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Braves retired on just 4 pitches. Digging in for his second at-bat, Caleb Coward. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other. 1 away.
Revere.
Digging in to try it again, Ben Revere. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there, and now we're late in the game, and he continues to pound the outside pitch, and it's really working out for him.
And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out. Here's the shortstop, Yunel Escobar. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate.
That was a pretty good pitch on a pitch he doesn't throw very often, or I should say hasn't used in this game, that's for sure. That was a good pitch.
2 out, nobody on. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. Still looking up at a 13-0 score. back here at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we
Leading
are.
off for Atlanta, catcher Kurt
Striding in
Suzuki.
once again, Kurt Suzuki. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Matt, that's his third hit of the night, his third single. I'm sure he'd like to have a
for
double
Atlanta.
or something mixed in, but
Left
for now,
fielder,
he'll take the 3 for 4.
Javier Mustelier.
Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen, as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose.
Stepping in now, Ronier Mustelier.
Well, it's clearly on that fastball. He hit that one hard. He just could not keep it fair.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, and that is off the wall. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, that ball was scorched. Now, I know it didn't hit the wall in the air, but it gets
Center
to the
fielder,
wall. And he
number
still made a
11.
good decision not to go to
Ender
second, to go back to
Inciarte.
first base. I think had he continued on, he probably would have been out.
Here's Ender Inciarte.
And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right.
Calhoun is there to put it away for out number 1. Well, he thought about going for third, and now that runner's in no man's land out there. Now they tag him out between second and third, and it's a double play. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time.
Up next for Atlanta.
Ready once again,
Second baseman,
Jace Peterson.
Jace
He went deep earlier,
Peterson.
and he's 2 for 4 to this point. Hit to first. Scooped up on the backhand. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Left for Atlanta,
It's time
but they
for the
hold a
traditional
commanding
seventh inning stretch.
13-0 lead.
And leading off for the Angels, the
And this
center
is
fielder, number
fouled back
27,
and out of play.
Mike.
Man, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
He throws him on the fastball there. Mike Trout is dealt
Now
with
batting,
for the first
the
out in the
baseman,
bottom of the
number
inning.
5, Albert Pujols.
Here's Albert now. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm a bit surprised to see the bullpen inactive right now.
Yeah, I'm with you, Matt. Even though he's pitching okay, I do think you have to look at what he's given you and realize he's probably approaching the end of his rope pretty soon. Last thing you want is for things to start to unravel and not have a guy ready that you can turn to.
Curveball close, but it's 1-1. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
That pitch right there just locked him up. A curveball that doesn't break, a little front door curveball. You're looking for it to go back out over the plate, and it doesn't. It just locks you up as a hitter.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Mustelier giving chase, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
The right field. Fielder number 56, Cole Calhoun.
Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose.
Way in front of that fastball.
Boy, strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Angels are gone. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point.
Freddie Freeman.
Now a shot to center field. That goes to center fielder, but this ball has plenty behind it, and it's a home run.
It's getting pretty comical now. Their 6th home run of the game, and they're not done yet. They say hitting is contagious, and apparently that applies to the long ball. It's looking like batting practice out there.
Standing in now, Tyler Flowers. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, this is powered into left field for a base hit.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Emilio Bonifacio. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First pitch of the at-bat, and now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down, but a foul ball here. 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Sacrifice attempt here. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Now at the plate, Sean Rodriguez. He went deep earlier, and he's 2-for-4 to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second, and he will pull into second with an RBI double. The tag, and he is out.
The batter, number 7.
Ready for another chance. Dansby Swanson hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Line towards center field, and he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Here's C.J. Cron now. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Now another 0-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Bonifacio in foul ground. 1 away. Digging in once again, Danny Espinoza. And his dominance continues on the mound, but it seems like he might be running on adrenaline only at this point.
Yeah, he's been so great in this one. You want to see him finish what he started, but you also have to start worrying about things like injuries. He's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, and some guys are just more capable of that than others, but not a lot of good things tend to happen when you've worked as hard as he has in this one.
And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2. Fouled back. And it wouldn't be a game in Southern California without the obligatory beach ball sighting, as this one makes its way onto the field. Here he comes again. 1-2. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game. Now at the plate, Carlos Perez. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. On his way out to the mound now is the Atlanta skipper, And we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll leave after a strong 7 2/3 here, as he'll hope the bullpen can get the final 4 outs to secure. Chaz Rowe enters from the pen to begin the frame with a sizable lead with which to work.
Chaz Rowe.
Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Ready with the 0-1. And this will be fouled away. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. And here's a ball hit in the air. Bonifacio has room in foul territory, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Back now at the Big A as we get a look there at the great swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Back goes Trout, still going back. Out of here. A solo shot, and they add another.
I'll tell you, guys are scrambling in the dugout to get to the plate now, and I can't blame them. Seems like everyone's getting in on the action. That's the 7th home run of the game. When it rains, it pours, I guess.
Into the box, Ender Inciarte, as he swings and hits a laser to right. Calhoun is there, 2 down.
The batter, number 8.
Standing in, Jace Peterson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Line drive to center field. Again, a nice clean base hit, his 3rd of the game.
You throw a ball down the middle, you better start ducking right when you release it. He took it right back at him. Hit it where it's thrown.
Freddie Freeman is going to have another crack at it here, and it's been a great offensive performance for him so far. This was back in the 8th, his 2nd home run of the game, as he dearly loved to make it 3 right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Well hit by Freeman, as this one's in the air to deep right field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
The batter, the designated hitter.
Into the box now, Tyler Flowers. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, a little too much hook on it there. It's a foul ball. Working on a good line in this ball game. 3 for 5 thus far. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. So a solo shot down the line in left. His 2nd home run of the game, as this lead got even wider.
In the job description of reliever, there's no mention of back-to-back homers. But there is a need for a short memory. We'll see if he can put those 2 bombs behind him.
Now batting, third baseman, Emilio Bonifacio.
Here's Emilio Bonifacio now. Hard hit ball to second. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to Here's Caleb Coward. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Here's his swing, and he loses the bat from his hands as it heads over toward the first base dugout. Looks like everyone's okay, however. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
That was a good swing right there. It might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Here's Ben Revere, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And that one stayed too low, apparently. 1 out, nobody on. And this is going to be a foul ball. And another foul ball. Again, a 1-2. sent on the ground out to second. Peterson has it on to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th.
The batter, number 00, shortstop, Yunel Escobar.
Ready for another shot now. Yunel Escobar. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Now a swing and a fly ball, and this should do it. And he will put this one away, and the Braves will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Wow, another game and another night to celebrate another victory. I'm just excited we've been able to be here to witness this amazing streak. There's nothing prettier in the world than good baseball, and that's just what they're giving us.
19-0 the final tonight. Atlanta wrap up their 20th road win of the season. Julio Teheran earned his 9th win of the year as he allows only 2 hits through 7+ innings of work. Andrew Heaney was slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
His record is now 9-0. The loss goes to Andrew Heaney. He falls to 3-5. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 56 minutes. Thanks for joining us this evening, and please drive home safely.